knew I could open my eyes and sit up and move, and I was listening, and you sort of fade into like dreamy land, like you know how your thoughts will just kind of like spin out of control if you're like laying still enough, like when you're getting a massage, and then you become conscious of your thoughts again, and you think, God, how did I get there?
Right.
You know, because you're so far away from where your mind first started wandering. I did that a couple of times, but at the same time, I was always listening to what he was saying. So he puts you in the relaxation state, and then it's the suggestions about stopping the habit and starting a new life.
Realizing how absurd it would be to give a cigarette to a small child, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and to realize that you were once a child, and in all reality, you're still the same person, still looking out through the same eyes. Your body's bigger, but you're still just as worthy and deserving of health and life as your own child one day will be.
Yeah,
Wow.
we talked about children and how I would like to have children and be healthy and be a really like great mom and a great role model for my kids, and smoking doesn't factor into that equation at all. I mean, there's just zero part of that. So we talked about that, and I think that that's where that came from. So the interview process comes up in your hypnosis. So if it's a completely different motivation for you, that will come up in your hypnosis. Okay. I think, were those both the suggestions?
No, we haven't done the second
One more.
suggestion yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Just let it all go. And you find yourself feeling lighter,
I want to.
freer, like the chains are off, released from that old bondage, from this old habit. Now free to move forward, comfortably, relaxed, peaceful, healthy.
And he's lying next
And
to
you
you
will
at
not
this point.
replace this habit with anything else. You're not going to replace it by eating more or doing anything else that's destructive. In fact, you're going to continue to eat healthy, nutritious foods, in just the right amounts. In fact, because you're breathing easier and you have more energy, you're going to exercise more. You'll have more endurance, more stamina, and more of a desire to move your body.
So those are some of the, I mean, and like I said, this was like an hour-long process of the hypnosis part of it. And then at the end of it, like very easily, he talks you right out of the hypnosis. And I really did feel lighter, and I felt better. And I felt like because of that intense, like sort of, you know, breathing and, you know, and that deep relaxation, I felt so well rested. Like you said, Bert, when you had that experience, like I felt like I had just slept for like 12 hours and had like the best night's sleep ever.
I need to get hypnotized every day to feel it.
I was going to say,
I need him here at 10 a.m. every morning.
Nap time.
All right, so this is the end of your session. This is when he's bringing you down out of it now?
Yes.
So you take a deep breath, or 2 or 3, and with each breath you awaken more fully. And in fact, by the time you've exhaled the 3rd deep breath, I want you to imagine that you splash a little bit of cool, clear spring water on your eyes and in your face. And at just the right moment, you'll allow those eyelids to open. And when they do, wide awake, refreshed and relaxed, and feeling good. Welcome back. And if you'd like to do so, you can stretch.
And I did.
And when you
was
said
like,
welcome back, did you were you back? Like, did you feel like
No,
you?
I mean, it's a slow process. It's not like you like, boom, snap out of it or something like that. It's like, you know, you're always conscious of what's going on, but you sort of slip back and forth from that.
Did he do one of those things, like if
subconscious.
one of us uses the word domino, then you get on the ground and cluck like a chicken?
We made jokes about that, but that's not it. I mean, that's not what he does.
Domino!
Didn't work. Dang.
I'm sorry.
So afterwards, when you thought about lighting up, like, I don't know, last night after you ate dinner, when you would normally have one, did you change your routine at all?
She chain smoked on the way home. Woo, that was stressful.
Actually, that's one thing you have to do is they ask you before the appointment, you get rid of all of your cigarettes, you get rid of your lighters, your ashtrays. You have to get rid of all of the materials and everything. So I actually had a cigarette before I walked into his office.
This is it, one last one.
Standing outside, and I handed him my pack and my lighter and said, I have to give these. I don't trust myself with them. It was like, you know, like
goodbye, old friend.
A heroin addict being like, here, take it. And so gave it to him. And then I really felt great afterwards. I didn't have cravings until like hours and hours later, which typically it would have been right away. And then when I did, I just kind of took a deep breath, like I made sure I drank a lot of water last night, like sips of water. And I haven't had one since.
So would you normally like have a cigarette in the car on the way here in the morning?
Yes.
And today, did you have the urge for that?
Nope.
Really?
Awesome. Good. That's
Okay.
great.
And last night I have to be honest, I definitely thought about it, but they say a craving lasts for 10 seconds. So you just breathe
Just
deep for
distract
10
yourself.
seconds, have a sip of water, and then you'll start thinking about something else. You don't even have to try to start thinking about something else. You just will.
I think it's routine also. I
10
mean, you're breaking a
seconds.
routine, and that's normally what you would do, so it seems weird that your routine just isn't the same.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Domino.
Yeah,
Good
for
smoke
you.
anymore.
Domino.
Awesome.
You really,
Congratulations.
you confidently can say that you're
I
not
can
smoking anymore.
confidently say I'm not going to smoke anymore.
Wow.
Domino.
All right.
Yeah.
Domino.
Good.
Domino.
Quack, quack.
So now, this guy, I think Sean has said before that you can go back as many times as you want, right?
I do have a follow-up appointment in 2 weeks, and so we follow up, see how it's been going, and we may do another shorter hypnosis session, which the whole time I was there yesterday was about 2 hours, and then the follow-up would just be about an hour.
All right, so if you want
for
his
you.
information, I mean, if it may work as well for you as it has Jen, at least in the first 12 hours.
Yeah, in the first 12 hours, it's been good, and I will be honest about how it feels in the next couple of weeks. I know a lot of people who smoke are really ready to kick it, but I understand how hard it is too. So I'll let you know that I don't think it's going to be easy for the first 2 weeks. I don't think it's like the switch a button or flip a switch and it's the end-all cure-all like taking a pill or something. You've got to want to do it, but it definitely changed my mind about wanting to do it.
Sean's info is up online right now at q100atlanta.com.